Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hi, it's Bunny again. I've been absent because y'all know I got a new job and have been fighting the flu for like a month straight. But I wanted to spill a little tea and give a light drag to my biggest haters, literally. Unambiguous, awkward, overweight dark-skinned women. I have two specific people in mind. So I'll address the first, and then get into the second girl that made me want to make this video. Let's get straight into the video. So, I went in for an interview a couple weeks ago, and the main receptionist was this unambiguous, overweight dark-skinned woman. I told her I was here for an interview, and she had this kind of flippant attitude, and kind of rushed helping me. I wasn't too bothered by it, and thought it's early in the morning. She's in a sweatsuit, and y'all don't drag me for this. But it wasn't a cute sweatsuit. It was one of those Nike or Adidas in black with her hair pulled into a bun. I understand the dress code at the establishment was casual/business casual, so I wrote it off at that time. So, I sit there for nearly 45 minutes to an hour waiting for my interview, and she didn't say whether anyone was running late, so that's why I was waiting so long. She didn't offer me water or coffee. Her co-workers were more friendly, and she was the damn receptionist. They low-key scolded her for not asking if I wanted water or coffee, especially since she wasn't busy from what I could see. The male co-worker who was in like an office room was the one to ask me if I wanted coffee, and the other receptionist, who was also overweight but white, had to jokingly apologize for her behavior. You see this overweight white woman, who had a similar frame to the unambiguously black receptionist, probably is in the same age bracket and same attractiveness level, was so much nicer and more welcoming. You would assume that a white overweight woman would be mean to someone like me who dresses very glamorous, full glam, etc., but no, she didn't seem bothered by me in the slightest. I thought all white women hated women of color and wanted to be us, so why is it that when it really comes down to it, white women, or just other women of other races, are much more likely to be friendly to me than unambiguous dark-skinned women? In my 2-week span at being at this workplace, you know who went out of their way to introduce themselves, compliment me, or make general conversation? Non-black women or mixed women. I don't think that's a coincidence. For the second person I have in mind, I think she's about my age, very homely looking, awkward, and seems to be overweight. And if she's not overweight, she's definitely a big back. Y'all tell me why we just ate lunch, and she turns around and says she's still hungry, is looking for things to eat. She even grabbed a whole packet of crackers and kept them to herself, when they're for the damn kids. But back to what I was saying, she didn't introduce herself. So of course I had to, and I noticed she was sort of socially awkward. And you know I empathize because to an extent I am too. But every time I would be taking care of the children or playing with them, she would reach over me and take a child out of my arms, or instruct me to do something. Mind you, she's not paid to be here, nor is she my manager, and this is my first impression of her. I also notice she's quite attention-seeking. So when she's in the lunchroom, she'll announce something, or try to grab attention in some way. I didn't want to cause an issue or anything, so I said to myself she's just awkward, and just brushed it off. Where I got mad is when I'm putting a kid to sleep, and the bed sort of folded onto itself, and I have to kind of hold the kid with one, and lay the bed with another. She sits there and opens her fugly mouth to say, and I quote, "You don't know what you're doing." I look at her, and I just ignore her for the rest of the day. I think she could sort of tell I wasn't interested in interacting with her, because like all weirdos who try to humble me, she tried to go the compliment route when the shaming and isolation didn't work. I put on my coat, and it's this really cute wool blend, and she says a compliment of sorts. I give a slight smile but no real acknowledgement, and I even instruct her to do something. Well, I have manners, so I said please, and it seemed to throw her off a bit. Because how can someone I suspect she sees as privileged, you know I have this seemingly expensive coat, bright nice clothes, hair done, makeup, the whole nines, but demure of course. How can I flip it on her? I guess that makes me mean now. But y'all, my experience just gets worse, because it was my birthday a few days ago, and y'all know I've been so sick for the past month. So I've been resting, but also keeping my workplace up to date with when I'll be back to work, and that I want to have my birthday as a day off. I thought everything was okay, Me and my man are on the way to a nice cafe, and I'm excited. I get a call from the agency I work with, and my agent wishes me happy birthday, and then goes into this whole spiel that my workplace thinks I just disappeared and didn't say anything to them, and that it looks bad. I'm not dedicated to the kids, and I'm not resilient, etc. Imagine getting a call on your damn birthday to tell you that you're all of these things when I literally called reception every day because I don't have my manager's number and clearly stated I would not be in. How the heck does someone call you daily and the message not get through for weeks? I even emailed as early as last week. But because the beluga receptionist and stupid-ass staff who don't like to communicate failed to relay this information, I'm now this vapid young woman who faked being sick to go out on my birthday. I was planning to still go back before all this, and they haven't even provided me a damn contract, but are trying to pressure me to basically work for free? Apparently, it's pushing it to ask for a required legal document, which I find dumb, because if I had not provided something like a background check or my ID, I bet I wouldn't have been able to work since that's the damn law. I will be real. I cried after that call, because I truly tried my best, and it still wasn't enough. I say all of this to say when it comes to a workplace full of basic Bettys, some who smell like pee or just straight up stink, and wear the same clothes daily unwashed, you will be an issue. It does not matter that you're nice, friendly, or helpful. You're pretty so they hate you. You're young so they hate you. You look like you have money so they hate you. How dare you as a privileged woman come into my workplace and be nice, approachable, hardworking, and think you won't be bullied and isolated. This is the dark reality of being pretty and privileged in a world full of basic Bettys, whom would love nothing more than to see you suffer. Basic Bettys, contrary to popular belief, are not only older women but young as well. They complain that no one likes them, and that they're being discriminated against while actively trying to get you fired, dismissing you and straight up trying to bully and isolate you. This is why I will never care about their issues, because they always make it their mission to create mine. I don't have a problem with women who are older, overweight, like to dress comfortable, basic, or whatever descriptor. I have an issue with belugas and basic Bettys who have given up in life, and are mad that they have no pedestal, no prospects, and most of all no privilege. Because that's what it really comes down to. I'm tired of hearing these women act like they have it so bad, because they're hit in the face and body. Ma'am, you are also hit in the personality department too. Some of the nastiest, evil women I've encountered are these femcels who nobody really pays attention to. They don't even pay attention to themselves. Because if they did, they would have something concrete, and would have better social outcomes. You have only yourself and your ugly parents to blame. Nor did any other privileged beautiful woman, push your big fat head out my JJ. Argue with yourself like you usually do. Anyways, I hope this wasn't too chaotic. Love y'all so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.